TF2 has a lot of hats, obviously, right? But that means there's bound to be a bunch of hats in the game that aren't always used that often. Like, there has to be, right? Or, you know, there's hats that you rarely ever see in a game and on people's heads for, like, a multitude of reasons. Today, I want to talk about a few hats in the game you never see, while not just showing some bad looking ones. You'll see what I mean. Also, I'd love to see if we can hit 200,000 subscribers this year. It's a huge goal, but if you go on to enjoy the video, I'd really appreciate you subscribing. Thank you. Alright, hear me out. I know that the killer exclusive is meant to be a really popular hat, and the unusuals are ridiculously expensive. But I legitimately can't remember seeing one of these things in-game in such a long time. The last one I saw was the one I unboxed on Christmas Day, and since then I don't remember seeing a single one. I also actually never saw that KE in-game because I gave it away straight away and didn't use it in the time it was trade locked for whatever reason. So I might be throwing some of you guys off the video here because this is literally the first hat and I've picked the killer exclusive of all hats. But me personally, my experience of playing TF2, I never see people wearing this hat. Unless I'm in a trade server or somebody has an unusual, that's the only time I ever see it. And that's still quite rare. So the Anger is definitely one of those hats that used to be way more popular than it is now. Most snipers a couple of years ago, you would see them wearing the Anger. Now there's other hoods like the Dread Hiding Hood and a bunch of different sniper cosmetics just in general that people seem to prefer over the Anger. I don't really see any of those edgy, toxic Anger snipers that everyone seemed to meme about and everyone seemed to find every game. Maybe it's one of those things where I just don't notice that I'm looking at somebody wearing the Anger. Like, you know when you buy a car, then suddenly you see that car everywhere after thinking, oh, I've never seen that thing before. It might be that kind of thing. So if I ever bought an Anger, started wearing it, or had an unusual one, I'd see everybody else wearing them. But it's definitely a cool hat. I always used to like it, but it's not quite a Hong Kong cone, is it? So this next one is a little bit random, and the list of hats in this video make this one seem really weird and standout-ish. Not sure that's a word, but we'll roll with it. But basically, the Glengarry bonnet used to be my icon hat when I made demo way back when I first started my YouTube channel. And there were a few people that were using a Glengarry bonnet at the time. I had a Scorching Flames one, but in the last couple of years, I really haven't seen anyone use this hat. Now, maybe I thought it was more of a popular hat and that everyone should be wearing it because I owned one, but maybe it's just not that popular of a demo man hat. This is a hat, though, that I will hold very dear in my heart for many years to come. And then I will also recommend to you, if you're looking for a decent, cheap demo unusual, Glengarry bonnets, man. They're the way to go. Now, I'm not sure if this next hat counts as cheating, since nobody can get the Cheater's Lament anymore, and it was given away years and years and years ago. So basically, not many people have this hat. I've definitely seen a couple over my time playing TF2, but not for a very, very, very long time. Unless my brain is just forgetting, which again is very possible. Since they are so rare, it's really hard to find them and see them in servers. There are a few out there, sure, but I wouldn't go hunting for one expecting to find it within an hour or 2 hours, unless you get very lucky. It's honestly a really cool hat, and I really wish Valve would either let more people get it again, or they made another version of it for people who haven't been playing since the very start, and, you know, maybe have that to do with all of the bots in the game. I don't know. They get rid of the bots and then give some random hat to real accounts. That actually, I don't know if that sounds like a good idea or not. I don't know. I would love to get a Cheater's Lament at some point. I really want one. I have no way to get one, so I'm just kind of stuck without one forever, which is, you know, kind of sad. And for the final one, I also definitely think this is cheating. We have all of those hats that basically just take away the class's hat. Yep. But honestly, I don't remember the last time I ever saw somebody use one of the hats that remove the hats. I've genuinely never seen it. Unless it's maybe the first hat that somebody finds or something like that. I don't really rate these hats at all, to be honest. Unless you're using it for a very specific loadout, or you found the 1 or 2 loadouts that this cosmetic would work well in. I don't really like them, and I probably won't really ever use them. I mean, if you've made some cool loadouts with this type of stuff, then let me know. I'd be happily wrong about the fact that these aren't amazing looking hats. But they literally just take away, the hat that the class is wearing normally and not really do much else. So not a lot of people wear it, so you never really see it in game, which you know, it's pretty simple. It makes a lot of sense. So, yeah. So, there we have it. A couple of hats in this game that I haven't seen in a while, or some that I've just never seen. I know the title is hats you never see, but you're bound to see like every hat at some point, I think. I just like talking about hats that you don't see all of the time. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you leave this video a like, and also make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you want to see more stuff from me, it would mean a lot. But anyway, that is going to do it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed once again, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.